Good evening, everyone. It is 5:35 p.m. and I'll declare this special council meeting of the Town of Victoria Park is open. I'd like to begin with an acknowledgement of the traditional owners. Nunjarapan Wajak Noongar Budja Yakan Nidja Bilya Barduk. I'm honoured to be standing on Wajak Noongar country on the banks of the Swan River. Nan Kadach Noongar Mort Ken Kadak Nidja Wajak Noongar Budja. Nan Kadach Nidja Noongar Brudia Kora Yaye, Border Balapan, Mordich, Noongar Kadajan, Mort, where Budja Yaye. I acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land and respect past, present and emerging leaders, their continuing cultural heritage, beliefs and relationship with the land, which continues to be important today. Nanyunka Balapan Noongar Brudia, where Mort Nidja Budja. I thank them for the contribution made to life in the town of Victoria Park and to this region. Item 2 on the agenda is announcements from the presiding member. 2.1 is recording and live streaming of proceedings in accordance with Regulation 14I of the Local Government Administration Regulations 1996. This meeting is being audio and video recorded and live streamed on the town's website. Under Clause 39(1) of the Meeting Procedures Local Law, I do not give permission for any other person to record the proceedings of this meeting. By being present at this meeting, members of the public consent to the possibility that their image and voice may be live streamed to the public. Recordings are also made available on the town's website following the meeting. 2.2 relates to public question time and public statement time. As this is a special council meeting, any public questions or statements must relate to the business of the agenda. Item 3 on the agenda is attendance. We have all bar one elected member in attendance. There are a number of staff who are in attendance and they are led by the CEO, Mr. Askew. We have no apologies and no approved leave of absence. Item 3, declarations of interest. Mr. CEO, do we have any declarations of interest, please?
Thank you, Mayor Vernon. I have one from myself. It's a financial interest in item 9.1. This matter relates to my contract of employment and performance.
Thank you, Mr. CEO. It does mean in due course we'll be asking you to leave the room. All right, item 5 is public question time. I'll now open public question time at 5:37 p.m, but noting there are no members of the public in the gallery, I'll close public question time at 5:37 p.m. Item 6 on the agenda is public statement time, which I'll again open at 5:37, but noting there are no members in the public, we'll close that at 5:37 p.m. Item 7 is presentations. 7.1 petitions, there are none. 7.2 presentations, there are none. 7.3 deputations, there are none. Item 8, method of dealing with agenda business, there is none. Next item on the agenda is item 9, which is the main report for tonight. So this is the report in relation to 9.1, the CEO annual performance review and KPI setting selection of external consultant. The CEO having declared a financial interest, I'll ask him now to leave the room, please. And we just need to get the council chamber doors closed in a moment. Elected members, I'm going to move a procedural motion that this matter be closed to members of the public. So the procedural motion that I'm going to move is as follows: that council closes the meeting to members of the public at 5:39 p.m. to consider item 9.1 in accordance with section 5.23 subsection 2 subparagraph B subparagraph 2 of the Local Government Act 1995. 1, as the business to be considered relates to a review of the performance of the Chief Executive Officer under section 5.38, and 2, pursuant to section 5.23 subparagraph 8 subsection 8 subparagraph F, in summary of the steps taken, it is considered that the report and the attachments cannot be delineated from the subject matter of the recruitment and employment of the CEO, and therefore the entirety of the report and the attachments should be kept confidential. And part 2 of the procedural motion is to permit the Manager of People and Culture and the minute takers to remain in the chamber during discussion in accordance with clause 27 subsection 3 subparagraph A of the Town's Meeting Procedures Local Law 2019. And I think I'll need to change the timing at which the meeting is to be closed to 5:40 since we've already hit 5:40. Can I seek a seconder, please, for that motion? Seconded, Councillor Biondi. Thank you. Can I ask, is there any dissent to the procedural motion? No, there being no dissent, declare that carried unanimously. Thank you. So I'll now need to ask those members of the town staff who are not the Manager of People and Culture or the minute takers to please leave the council chamber so we can deal with this matter. And we are now reopened to the public. We'll just simply have the doors reopened. So the item having concluded, I'll go now to item 10 on the agenda, which is public question time, which I'll now open at 5:45 p.m. But noting there are no members of the public in the gallery, close public question time at 5:45 p.m. Item 11 is public statement time, which I'll also open at 5:45 p.m. and close at 5:45 p.m, there being no members of the public in the gallery. Item 12, meeting closed to the public. That matter's already been dealt with, and there being no members of the public in the gallery, I won't be reading the resolution out to the public. That will appear in the minutes of this meeting. There being no further business of this special council meeting, I'll close the meeting at 5:45 p.m. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for those who joined us on live streaming. We are adjourned. Agenda briefing forum will be starting at 6:30 p.m. in approximately 44 minutes. Thank you.